Hey guys, Jay here. I just wanted to do a quick video today. I attended an event on the weekend in Oshawa, Ontario. So it was a Boston Bruins versus Toronto Maple Leafs alumni game. As I said, it was in Oshawa Generals at Tribute Community Center where the Oshawa Generals play. And it was ended up being a great night. So the deal with the event was it was $117, taxes, fees, everything in. So 117, you could choose between either being in the Leaf alumni box or the Boston Bruin alumni box. So I typically get the Toronto alumni all the time here. So I picked the Boston Bruins alumni box. So you're in the box, full buffet dinner and an autograph session with the Bruins alumni prior to the game, and then you get to watch the game from the box. So, I mean, 117. At the time the tickets were purchased, it was, they were only advertising Ray Bourque as the headliner for Boston, but for me, that was good enough. So I attended the event with a couple friends, and it was great value for 117. The food was great, the autographs were great, and we had a great night. So I'm going to turn the camera around here and kind of show the loot I got that night. So thanks for watching. All right, so here we are. I'm going to zip through the loot here. So as I said, I was in the Boston Bruins alumni box. I really could care less about being in the Leafs alumni box. No disrespect to the players, but the Leafs alumni guys, as if you guys watch my channel, I get them very frequently. The Boston guys, a lot of these guys I've never met before, so that was the exciting part. But what me and my friend did, being the hounds we are, we knew where the Leafs parked at the arena, so we hit some of the Leafs we needed, or I hit some of the Leafs that I needed. I didn't have a lot before entering the box, so these are guys I just got on the way in. These are guys that were playing for the Leafs that night. Rick Natras here. These guys are all local, so I see them all the time, right? So I got him on a couple 87 Panini stickers. Tom Fergus here, I hit him on 4. I haven't seen him in a while. I needed this card upgraded for my set in blue, the 85, 86. Love these Craft Sports. I think it's 86, 87. I got him on another 87 Panini here. And then a 90, 91 O-Peachy. I think I pulled this in a Dollarama pack. And then here we go, the 90, 91 Upper Deck. This guy I haven't seen since he played, so long time. Former Leaf Todd Gill. So I didn't even recognize him. My friend pointed him out, but he has like a Hulk Hogan handlebar mustache now, and he kind of doing his thing. But first time I've seen him since I believe I got him when he was playing for the Sharks, like when I was a kid at the end of his career. But here's 87 Panini sticker. It's cool seeing him. I think this is technically his rookie card, the 90-91 Pro set. And there's a score 92. There's I think a 93-94 score. This guy was coaching the Leafs alumni. I've been getting him all the time lately. So there's a 89 Panini, Ally Frady, former All-Star, one of my favorite Leafs all time. So he was good for 3. This guy I've never actually met. He was playing on the Leafs alumni, Mark Bell. So he did play with the Leafs a bit, but I guess he's better known for Chicago. So it's cool seeing him. He did 5 for me here. And as I said, I've never met him before to my recollection. So love getting these guys I never see before. And there we go. So I did 5 here and a Shark. So now let's get to the Boston guy. So as I said, we were in the box. You get the full buffet, which I have to say was excellent. The buffet was flowing during the game. They had the dessert buffet. Game started at 7. The autograph session started at 5. So we went up there and it was great. They had all the Bruins kind of lined up. There was, I think, 18 different players. Best guy being Ray Bourque. I was most excited because it was guys I've never seen before or gotten before. Some big names, some Hall of Famers, other guys not as much, but they announced 1 autograph per person, and every guy had a black Sharpie. But I found once we got in there, the guys were more times than not, the guys were more than accommodating to sign everything. I was asking them to sign in blue, so I had the blue Sharpie. So it's kind of a little bit of work for me to get them to sign the cards in blue. I just love my cards in blue. But the guys were more times than not very accommodating. But here's the loot. So this guy, Bruce Schaumbottom, so he's got, I think, 1 card here, and I had it in my collection, so it's cool getting him to sign that. This guy lives in the Oshawa area, but he was playing for the Bruins Alumni that night. Sean Brown had the one for him. This was cool meeting this guy, Guy LaRose. I remember when I was a kid when he actually played for the Leafs. He wasn't playing for the Leafs long, but I do remember his time at the Leafs. He lives in the Boston area now. I was talking to him. He only has a couple NHL cards, but really cool meeting him and getting this card signed. This is his 92-93 O-Pee-Chee. So Guy LaRose. This guy was probably a little bit of a stickler. Kenny Linsman, the Rat. So he signed 3, which more than appreciate. So, but he wasn't going over the top to sign kind of everything people had. But here's his rookie card, the 79-80 O-Pee-Chee. Sign that, and then I got his second year here, 80-81, and then an 88-89 O-Pee-Chee. So all in blue. Switched. This guy was awesome. He's a guy. This next guy, I remember when I was a kid. Early 90s, he's like in every card. I want to say he may have been nominated for the Calder back then. Never met him before, so this is exactly the type of guy I was excited to meet. But Ken Hodge Jr., so I think he did 14 for me here. I'll zip through them quick. There's his Young Guns. And he was very nice. He's actually, I believe he's the president or the vice president of the Bruins Alumni Association. So the players are really nice. They were thankful for coming out, and most of their games they play in the New England area, so this was kind of a special game. They flew into town to play the Leafs alumni in Oshawa, and they were very thankful. And as was I. It was so much fun, seeing guys like Ken Hodge Jr. and getting these autographs here. So as I said, he signed 14. Couldn't have been any nicer. I found you had plenty of time with the guys, most of the guys. This next guy here, Bruce Crowder, he only has 2 cards, so I looked it up before he got here. He's in the 82-83 O-Pee-Chee, and then the 83-84, so I got both of them done. This guy was a little bit of a stickler too, Bob Sweeney, so I think he did 4 for me. He kind of capped it. He asked me which ones I wanted, so I went for the rookie card here. There's the second year. There's a pro set. There's a 91 score, so very nice. One casualty of the evening, Greg Johnston. So I have this card in my set signed in black. I wanted to get it in blue. This guy actually lives in the Toronto area, Barrie, Ontario, I actually believe. So he was playing with the Bruins Alumni that night. He only has 1 or 2 NHL cards. Came out beautiful, except it's smudged here a bit. So cost of doing business in the autograph world, switching markers, and, as you can see, all the players are kind of, if you look at the photo, they're all lined up. So you're kind of moving quick down the line, a lot of moving parts, but nice guy. This guy never met in person, so it was awesome to meet David Shaw. So I believe this is his rookie card here, 86-87. He did a bunch for me. There's 87-88. It was cool seeing him. I like getting, these are my cards here, 80s, 90s. There's the 90-91 score. I think he did 3 of them here. So this is exactly the type of guy I was excited to meet at this event. There's an upper deck. David Shaw. Okay, next, 2 Hall of Famers were at the event. I mentioned Ray Bourque, but then this guy was here, and he couldn't have been any nicer as well. So Joe Mullen. So when he was a player or coach, you could get 1 off him. He was usually pretty accommodating. At this event, he was great. So I got 6. He signed 6 for me. I handed him the blue, and he had no problem. So I already have his rookie card signed in my collection. So I went with the second year here, 83-84, 84-85. I like cards that I need, right? So 86-87. Stuff I don't have. There's an 87 Panini action card here, or for the Lady Bing. There's an 88 Panini, and there's an 80-89. And then finally, the headliner of the evening, this guy right here, Mr. Ray Bourque himself. So I'm just going to back this ticket up here. This magazine is very significant to me. This was the first Beckett I ever owned. So not this particular issue, but back when I was, I guess 11 years old, I was in grade 6. That was probably my peak fandom. And as anyone that can attest, back then, these Beckett magazines were the Bibles. So this issue was the first issue I ever owned. So the one I actually owned back then, I read it, cover to cover about 1 million times. The cover ended up peeling and falling off. The whole magazine disintegrated. So the nostalgia for me owning this issue, it's March 1991, was awesome. So I really wanted to get Ray to sign it here, and he did. So I used the blue paint pen. As you can see, the issue is a pretty dark cover. So Ray did it beautifully in the blue paint pen. It really pops on that shoulder there. And yeah, this issue means a lot to me, you know, the nostalgia and the symbolism of it. And then the last thing I got here from Ray was just an 8x10 I've had a while. So it's just Ray Bourque, Perseverance. He had the black. Ray, you know, you don't push Ray too much. So I think it came out great. That's why I went with a photo, not a card, because he had the black marker in his hand. I wasn't going to try to get him to switch for that when he already switched for the magazine. So anyways, that came out great. So it was a great evening. If anyone has a chance to attend these alumni events, 117 for all this was a steal and a great time, great food. And yeah, that's it. Just want to share my recollections of the evening. So thank you guys for watching.